Welcome to the Lion's Den Podcast Network, powered by Stark Roofing. With over 45 years of experience in the roofing and exteriors industry, Stark Roofing is a local, family-owned and operated company that provides excellent customer service and workmanship. Let's start roofing. Bring your home back to life. You can give them a call at 636-671-0045 and tell them Spanky sent you. Stark Roofing, proud title sponsor of the Lion's Den Podcast Network and this amazing podcast presentation.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
We eat when we're not hungry. We buy what we don't need and throw away everything that's useful.
There are people in New York that live on pet food and would kill you for a quarter. You don't dare take a walk for fear somebody will stick a knife in your ribs.
Why sell a man what he wants? Sell him what he doesn't need. Pretend he's got 8 legs and 2 stomachs and money to burn. It's wrong.
Some said he was a genius.
Honey, he's gonna love it. I'm gonna knock his socks off. I'm gonna straighten his hair.
But Dad, what is it?
It's perfection. That's what it is.
Some thought it was madness.
Nobody ever thinks of leaving this country. I do.
I think about it every day.
Tell him he is a dangerous man, and one of these days he's going to get you all killed.
He wanted to change the world.
What is it you want?
Elbow room.
Come on.
And when the world wouldn't listen,
Goodbye, America. Have a nice day.
he found a world that would.
Can you see it, Mother?
See what, Allie?
Why, a beautiful house right in front of you.
To a land trapped in the past.
State your business, Reverend.
It's the Lord's business.
The Lord hasn't any idea this place exists.
Came a man with a vision of the future.
Their father can do magic.
It's not magic. It's science.
To a savage wilderness.
There's hope here, Mother. There's hope here.
Came a man at odds with himself.
That's why I'm here. That's why I came.
A man who would take those who loved him
I miss my old home in America.
to the edge of civilization.
I think something's going to happen.
Oh, my God.
Why are you doing this to us?
We cannot go back.
And beyond. Harrison Ford in his most remarkable performance.
All your work? So sorry.
I'm happy. We're free.
The Mosquito Coast.
Welcome everyone to the Back to the Past podcast. On this episode, we are going back to November the 26th of 1986 to talk about the Mosquito Coast. My name is Kevin, and I am joined by
Justin
and
Brad.
And the tagline for this interesting film that I had never heard of until Brad mentioned it as a suggestion for us to do is an inventor spurns his city life and moves his family into the jungles of Central America to make a utopia. I will say I would not have thought that he was doing a city life. He looked very country.
Small town.
Very small town world there.
Yeah, more rural.
Yes. First, I would like to thank Stark Roofing and AllStar Fence STL for being our title and studio sponsors. And of course, we are members of the Lion's Den Podcast Network, headed up by Mr. Mike Jones. For all things Back to the Past podcast related, please visit us at backtothepastpodcast.com, where you can find everything, including ways to provide feedback, suggest episode topics, and support our wonderful list of sponsors that seem to keep growing every time we record new episodes. And I believe the link is still live that you can order your very own shirt and much more. Ratings and reviews are always appreciated, and we do appreciate you spreading the word about the podcast. All right, guys. So when you mentioned this, Brad, this was the first time I'd ever heard of the film.
Mm-hmm.
Had no idea it was a thing.
I'd only learned about it about a month before mentioning it.
Okay.
And that was due to a YouTuber in passing, and I went back and watched a couple of his like really old YouTube videos, and that title had got mentioned. I'm like, well, what is it? So I look it up. I'm like, holy shit, Harrison Ford's in this.
Right, and Helen Mirren.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I'm like, how have I never heard of this?
Right. Yeah. Justin, were you familiar with this at all before?
If I'd heard of it, I can't remember. Which is shocking to me.
So I'm presuming this is not one that you actually have a DVD or Blu-ray or anything for.
No, this was a very. I went into it very blind.
Wow, that's very rare.
It is very rare. It's a great feeling. I love going into a movie knowing absolutely nothing about it.
Yeah.
You know that feeling? That's usually what I have most of the time.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
I know that feeling.
Oh, once upon a time I was there, so I'm always thrilled when I can like see the look on people's faces when I'm like, oh, check out this thing, and either it's horror or it's happiness or it's shock, or I love seeing that look. And then here I am this time, I'm the one having the look.
Right.
It's been a while since I've had that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also fascinated with movies by like big actors like this who've done career-defining roles, almost borderline typecasting type roles, and they're trying to do something totally different.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of disappears into the history of film that, like, they, for whatever reason, don't get huge. They don't take off. I'm fascinated by movies like that.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of scratched that itch perfectly.
Yeah, kind of like probably some of the movies Johnny Depp did that people may have forgotten about.
Oh, I'll raise you one and say the movies that Shatner did in the 70s. Between the Star Trek series and the movies, those are some fascinating movies.
Like the one that we...
Impulse?
Yeah.
Impulse, Kingdom of the Spiders.
Yes.
The Devil's Reign, I think it was.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, there's some...
Great.
I'm fascinated because they're trying to do something totally different. Obviously, someone in here had some very large roles previous to this.
Yeah.
And this is definitely a role different from those.
Very, very, very different.
Love it.
Just a little indie flick you may have heard of.
Yeah. A couple indie flicks.
Yeah.
You may have heard of.
Indie.
Yeah.
See what you...
Yeah.
See what you did there.
I see what I did there.
I meant to do that.
So as mentioned, this film, The Mosquito Coast, was released on November the 26th, 1986, rated PG, has a runtime of 1 hour and 57 minutes. The budget was $25 million. On its opening weekend, in only 3 theaters, by the way, it made a whopping $110,000. Ouch. On the way to 14.3 million worldwide. So,
not a hit.
No. Did not make its money back.
So much so that it didn't even show up in most theaters.
Right. It was the 103rd top grossing film in 1986 with 6.5 million made in 86. It did not get a wide release, making it to 451 theaters until the December 19th through 21st weekend in 86.
Well, yeah, Aliens was that year. I don't know what the...
Rotten Tomatoes, fairly positive, 78% critic and 61% audience. Metacritic, 51 critic and 7.1 audience. So, not too shabby.
It's like I guess like the people who saw it liked it.
Yes.
Just not many people saw it.
Right.
I guess I'm one of those people.
Well, yeah.
Roger Ebert gave it 2 out of 4 stars in his review. A couple quotes that I pulled out of the review that I read was, "Some kinds of bores you will tolerate, and other kinds you will not. The Mosquito Coast has the misfortune to be about the second kind of bore, about a man who is zealous in the pursuit of his obsessions long after they have ceased to interest anyone else." End quote.
Ouch.
He felt that the movie was directed and acted well, which leaves his questions to be about the script and why the hero was, quote, made so uncompromisingly hateful, end quote. He references Schrader's characters in Hardcore and Mishima, A Life in 4 Chapters, as well as the Taxi Driver screenplay, but feels his characters have some measure of humanity that is lacking here. When he mentions Schrader, he's referring to Paul Schrader, who wrote the screenplay and, as mentioned, also wrote Taxi Driver from 1976, the screenplay for Raging Bull in 1980, both starring Robert De Niro, and American Gigolo in 1980, starring Richard Gere.
I mean, I will say it feels very 70s. Because you have the protagonist. I wouldn't even call him a hero. I'd call him the protagonist.
Yeah.
He's very
Agreed.
unlikable.
Yeah, I agree. He's not meant to be the hero. The way he's written, he's absolutely someone you go on the journey with. But at the end, you realize, well, this guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
He deserves everything he gets.
And some characters, like they have like a redemption arc where they start as a jerk and then by the end they kind of come around. This is not one of those.
Nope. No. But that's the point of the story.
But it's like you're not along for the ride of him to redeem himself. Mm-hmm. You're along the ride of where he's going.
Hey, this is a cautionary tale. Don't do this. Don't be so fixated on a thing to where you alienate yourself from your family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where they hate you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And say they want to kill you.
Yes.
I wish he was dead.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's big talk coming from a son.
But that's why it feels very 70s, because it feels like in the 70s it was more, I want to say have the freedom to, but a lot of, I guess it was have the freedom to, like actually have complex characters that aren't likable and aren't nice, and it's kind of refreshing sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I sometimes get tired of seeing, the guy doing heroic things and he's always correct, and he has challenges and he overcomes them. Those are a dime a dozen.
Right.
How often do you see a jerk who just gets meaner as the movie goes?
Right.
Well, and like, to your point, there are plenty of movies, many that are better, where you have better tentpole structures of that arc and bigger cast, whatever. It is refreshing to see a cautionary tale of, maybe it's not even a cautionary tale, maybe it's just a tale, whatever you want to say, right? But it is refreshing to kind of see it just nosedive and then just cease.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. There's something, and maybe it's because I'm getting older, right? And I'm a little cynical or whatever the case is, but I don't know. There's something to that story, I think. And I know a lot of Americans don't like that story because Americans like, movies in 3, they like happy endings, those kinds of things. And it's like, okay, yes, but we have plenty of those things. What about something new, something different? Every once in a while.
Not everybody wins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And whenever you have a movie like this where it is like, why are they still going along? Why aren't they choosing different actions? Why is he continuing to... That's the moment that my other side of my brain starts flicking on, and I start thinking, I need to rewatch this, because the part of me that was in the film classes was like, okay, I'm missing something deeper here. And I realized it a little too late in the movie. There are some very deep themes in this movie about colonialism and exploitation and dominance over nature and even class warfare. And there's all these subtext things going on. And I had no idea about that going in, so it was a little hard for me to pick up on that at first. But this is a movie with a lot of layers. If you just want to watch it surface level and see a jerk suffer in the jungle, yeah, you'll have a good time. Well, maybe.
Well, I mean,
but then there's more.
Just to spoil it a little bit, like one of my first notes is the same themes about America sucking 40 years ago. So, just as a...
Which is interesting, because that's another reason it feels very 70s. Because in the 70s, there was like this general depressive, somber feeling towards just the way things are going.
Yeah.
Whereas in the mid-80s, I mean, you've got the greed is good era.
Kind of going up.
Yeah, everything, like everyone, the stereotypical Wall Street and making money and... everything's good for everyone, and let's have all this consumerism, and he's in a small town, so you don't really see any of that, which kind of it feels very 70s.
And I think we had kind of gathered that it's kind of set around Baltimore, because that skyline was very much Baltimore. Them leaving.
Yep. Yeah, it wasn't even like New York City or Chicago. Or you don't think of movies set in Baltimore, at least at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, not normal farmland. It definitely wasn't the Midwest.
Right. Kind of looked like it, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Talking about asparagus farmers.
Yeah.
It's like...
Well, I was just him driving down like the main drag and seeing all the fast food places, and I'm like, oh, all right. it's the Midwest.
And seeing the old logos of them. I mean, there was a Wendy's in the background, and I'm like, oh, that's Yellow Napkin Wendy's.
That's good Wendy's.
That's good Wendy's.
That's baked potato bar.
Yeah.
It's ironic because a lot of those fast food places were actually a lot better back then. So now that and that's when he was talking about America sucking. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Would love to know his outlook right now. So, Mr. Fox, what do you think of today?
Yeah. Just hang on for a little bit.
So, directed by Peter Weir.
He also did Master and Commander.
Okay.
I know he did some other stuff that we would know, but that's the only one that jumps out.
Right.
That's one I haven't seen for a long time.
And The Mosquito Coast is based off a novel written by Paul Thoreau, which was published in 1981 and won the Yorkshire Post Novel of the Year and the James Tate Black Memorial Prize.
It feels like a movie based on a novel.
Yeah.
Just something, maybe it's the
little boys'
sparse use of voiceover.
Yeah, their narration, which it's the novel's from his point of view, right?
Yes, from Charlie's point of view, which is played by River Phoenix in this film.
A very young River Phoenix.
Yes, I believe he was 14, 15 years old.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. So starring Harrison Ford as, this is an interesting name, Allie Fox. Allie. Not exactly a name that you expect for a male figure.
I thought I was hearing the name incorrectly throughout the movie, and then I looked it up. I'm like, nope.
Where you think maybe they're saying Ollie.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought it was for a while. Nope.
And then we have Helen Mirren starring as Mother Fox.
It just sounds like a cartoon character.
Oh, Mother's her name. What the hell?
I know.
Here I'm like, because, okay, and the reason I say this, old-timey, right? Grandma and grandpa's born in 30s, 40s, whatever. They would say things like, "Oh, hey, mother, do you mind passing the
Call
salt?"
each other mother and father.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's why I had assumed that was just like a nickname and not realizing, I guess that's her name.
That's the credited name in here.
Yeah.
Because he does call her that in the movie.
He sure does.
Times.
And that's what I my first association was that.
Yep. I thought, oh, he's just calling her that. And then you look it up like, oh, well, that is her credited name. Okay. Which maybe tells me that she actually has a name, but he never calls her by that name.
Right, yeah.
And since it's never mentioned, then she just goes by it.
I'm sure it wasn't listed on her birth certificate.
But that is interesting that she doesn't refer to him as father.
Right. Oh, father.
Which makes me again wonder if there's like a layer here where it's like he's traditionalist, like, but she's not quite as traditionalist as he is.
I can only imagine their kids filling out like some kind of death certificate. So what was your mother's name? Oh, Mother. No. What mother's name? Well, it's Mother.
The computer and alien.
Yeah. There's like a joke in there somewhere.
There's got to be.
And as mentioned, starring River Phoenix as Charlie Fox. Then we have Jadrian Steele as Jerry Fox.
That just sounds like a superhero name, or
it's different, yeah.
Or a porn actor's name.
Oh, boy. And then we have the Gordon twins, Hillary and Rebecca, playing April and Clover Fox, which we talked about. The Gordon sisters on The Great Outdoors. That's their only other credited role.
We were sitting there like, they look familiar.
You noticed it before I did.
Yeah, I was like, they're in something we just watched. He's like, wait a second, what's around this time? Oh, it's The Great Outdoors. I was like, holy shit, you're right.
Yep.
And then you see them, and I'm like, oh my God, it is them.
Yeah.
So the only 2 credited roles.
Right, and we have now covered them on our podcast.
Well, good night, everybody.
Right. All right, we got the Gordon sisters out of the way.
So ends the Gordon sisters arc.
Yes. And they actually have more speaking lines in this.
They do.
Than in The Great Outdoors.
So did this like kill their career, or or did they just like, it's not for us?
I don't know.
Very possible.
I mean, this came out before Great Outdoors, so guess Great Outdoors killed it.
Or maybe the bear scared him off.
Yeah. With the cave.
Yeah. The dynamite.
Yeah.
Big bear chase me.
And then at the beginning of this film, we have a brief role played by Jason Alexander, who is definitely a star of Broadway, but is probably best known as George Costanza on Seinfeld.
Yep. I mean, he jumped right out at us. We're like, oh my God, that's...
I know. Yeah, you look, oh my God, George with hair.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, he's going to... Nope, just the one scene.
Yep, just the one scene.
He's great in the one scene.
Yeah, very...
Because he acts in that scene the way I think we all feel at some point at work.
Right. Especially when you're dealing with a customer like Allie.
Yep. Dealing with this, like, you're not getting paid enough to deal with this type of person. Right. Like, so you're working with the Japanese to screw over us Americans with this. Bro, I'm just running the cash register.
I don't buy the the wares. Come on.
I like how after Allie tells him he wants the U.S. made weather stripping tape or whatever it is, he just starts walking and just throws it against the shelf.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, fine. This was his 6th credited role before the big breakout in Seinfeld in 89 or 90.
Wow.
I want to say one of his first was a slasher in the early 80s.
I believe so.
The Burning, right. I think.
I think. Yeah, because I think we saw that on one of our viewings.
It was the second ever viewing I went to, and then he showed it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a little fun Easter egg.
Yeah. We have Andre Gregory as Reverend Spellgood.
What a fascinating character.
I hate him. I hate him so much.
I do, but like he's the perfect foil for it's like watching two people you hate kind of go at it and you get a little satisfaction out of it.
You know, you're absolutely right. Yep.
Because at first I'm like, oh, I don't like Allie, but I don't like this guy. And then they start going, and I'm like, I kind of want to sit back with some popcorn and just let them banter.
This is fine.
Let's
see how this plays
out. It's like sitting in a parking lot and watching like some guy get out of a BMW and an Audi and they're just like throwing fists at each other.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But somehow not able to hit each other.
Right. Just throwing haymakers and missing every single one of them.
Yep. And then both of them falling down and knocking themselves out on their own car doors.
Pulling their pants up and shirts are coming untucked and glasses are falling off.
Asking for someone to hold them back, but nobody's there.
Right. Martha Plimpton is Emily Spellgood, who is best known as Steph in the Goonies from 1985, but she was also in Raising Hope or something like that, a TV series.
Oh, that could be. Because I kept looking. I'm like, I know her from something. And I could never... I looked and I couldn't figure out what it was.
Yeah, we both said that.
Yeah.
Huh.
And something newer than the Goonies. So I'm like, there's got to be something new. And I went through it a couple times. I couldn't... Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, I think
even though I never watched.
She looked kind of like the one girl in The Boys. That and then I realized, oh wait, she is much older than that lady playing in The Boys. So
right.
That's definitely not
I think you're referring to the social media marketing.
Yeah.
Who then becomes like
the boss
executive.
lady. Yeah.
Then we have Dick O'Neill, very familiar face, as Mr. Polsky. He's one of those familiar faces with 149 acting credits from 1955 to 1998.
He was another dude that I'm like, I know him from something.
Oh, yeah.
And I started looking through the roles and I'm like, I can't place it, but I'm sure it's in one of these because there's a ton of them.
Mm-hmm. William Newman is Captain Smalls. He also played Gus Lauderhand in Funny Farm, starring Chevy Chase in 1988. Doc Williams in Monkey Shines in 88. Sheriff Cronin in Leprechaun in 92. And he played Mr. Sprinkles in Mrs. Doubtfire in 1993, who we just talked about not too long ago as well on the podcast.
Well, Mrs. Doubtfire.
And then we have Thelma Butterfly McQueen is Ma Kennewick. And this was her next to last role before her passing in 1995. She's probably best known as playing Prissy in Gone with the Wind back in 1939. The name Butterfly came about from her Butterfly Ballet dancing performance in A Midsummer Night's Dream in 1935, and does describe her constantly moving her arms. So, very small role. And obviously there's a lot more cast members in here, but I think those are kind of the main ones that really stood out to me during that. Some other casting choices for Allie Fox. Jack Nicholson was Weir's first choice, but funding for the film fell through, leading Weir to direct Witness in 1985. The other two choices that Weir had at that time were Cocoon or The Mean Season. He ended up doing Witness. Nicholson also withdrew due to not being able to watch the Los Angeles Lakers while filming would have been done in Belize.
Of course.
Oh, yeah. Got your priorities.
Yeah. Well, he had that priority for a long time.
Oh, yeah, he did. Also up for the role of Charlie Fox was one of River Phoenix's co-stars from Stand By Me and I'm sure other films, Corey Haim. But Corey's dad turned the role down in order to get Haim a starring role in Lucas in 1986.
Probably better for him in the long run to do Lucas.
Yeah. Yeah, because when you think of River Phoenix, obviously I didn't even know of this film, much less knowing it would be a River Phoenix focus film.
Even though I'm not the biggest Lucas fan, I at least knew of it.
You at least knew
I at least knew of it. That one does come up in discussions a little more often than Mosquito Coast does.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit.
Yeah. So is there anybody else, based on the performance that you saw with Harrison Ford, or anybody else that we mentioned, that you're like, I could see this person doing that?
I could see, for Allie Fox, Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
Just channeling his Wall Street performance.
Okay, or Falling Down.
or Falling Down. Like, he seems like the type he could have pulled off that character nicely.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I really like seeing Harrison Ford as this type of person.
Yeah, somewhat the bad guy. Not really the bad guy, but kind of the bad guy.
Mm-hmm. Because, normally, I mean, we mentioned Indiana Jones, Han Solo. Mm-hmm. He's trying to do everything possible to avoid those. Oh, yeah, he's definitely succeeding at that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely not going to be confused with Han and Indy. I guess more like Han, though, because
it's closer to Han.
Yeah.
He's like a lovable rogue.
Yes.
Whereas this is just a mean rogue.
Yeah, it's like, dude, are you serious?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, so for young actors back then, River Phoenix obviously was one of the hottest young male actors from that time period. Obviously has flamed out, unfortunately, due to addiction and issues.
Yep. But, although interesting, he and Harrison Ford were in a movie together again, just a few years later. Didn't star in it opposite each other, but
right.
We're talking about The Last Crusade,
mm-hmm.
in case nobody knows.
Right, because Phoenix played the younger version of Indy in that film. And for Mother Fox, any other actresses that you think that could have been a good fit? And obviously Helen Mirren is no slouch.
No.
And she did really good in her role here. Very emotional.
Oh, yeah. She's one of those greats from that era.
She still does a good job.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, watching her and Harrison Ford in 1923, the Yellowstone series, prequel series, which this was the first time that they worked together, and that was the second time they worked together. So you have all those years in between, almost 40 years between working together.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
The only other one that really jumps to mind, without trying too hard, I could also kind of see Meryl Streep doing it.
Yeah, Meryl Streep would have been a good option at that point.
Because I know she can do a really good emotional performance too.
The I don't remember her name. The mom from E.T., perhaps.
Yeah, I could see that.
Wouldn't be as strong, but it could work.
Yeah. Yeah, probably could have been pretty good. No, very interesting cast. And then, you have some of the bit players like who played Handy. What was his name? Conrad Roberts is Mr. Hattie, not Handy.
He was...
I liked him.
He was good.
He was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he I thought he was going to be just like in that one scene of taking them, and then he just keeps showing up.
Yep.
I like him.
Yeah.
He's trying to save your ass, and you're telling him to fuck off.
Yep.
Basically, yeah.
Yep.
You get what you deserve.
Whenever you have somebody who knows more about the area than you do, maybe you should listen to them.
Yes.
America has no experience with that, Justin.
No, that's why I'm like, there's some subtext of colonialism here, because it's like you're coming here and you don't know anything about it except you have the idealism of what you want to accomplish.
You have more technology, but you still suck at living here.
Yep. You can have all the technology you want. Doesn't mean you're going to make it through.
No. All right. We will take our quick little sponsor break before we get into our fun facts and trivia. So we will be right back after these words from our wonderful sponsors.
Turner Tree Specialist is a group of third-generation arborists dedicated to proper tree care and maintaining the greater St. Louis and Jefferson County urban forest one tree at a time. With their combined knowledge, expertise, and experience in tree pruning, tree removals, cabling and bracing, plant health care, stump grinding, and emergency storm damage, they always leave a job with the customer not only satisfied, but getting that peace of mind all your concerns have been met. Don't just call any old tree doctor. Get the tree gurus at Turner Tree Specialist, 314-422-2404, or find proof of their stellar work on Facebook at Turner Tree Specialist. When you think of the Pasta House Company in High Ridge, do you think of their famous Pasta House salad? Maybe you think of their golden toasted rab, or maybe you think about getting together with your entire family to just enjoy an affordable lunch or dinner. Well, we don't think, we know. The Pasta House Company in High Ridge has been doing it since 1983, and we know you can dine in or carry out. Just call 636-677-2711. You can also order online at pastahouse.com, or you can just walk in and have a delicious taste of Italy with the comfort of being right at home. Don't forget to mention Spanky sent you for $5 off your bill. Now imagine the possibilities when you stop by the Pasta House Company in High Ridge. Granite Pros, custom countertops, and more will take care of all your countertop needs inside and out. They specialize in granite, quartz, and quartzite. Kitchens, bathrooms, outdoor grills, interior design applications. They are tops in granite inside or out. Give them a call, 636-275-2840. Find out about the home improvement you've been dreaming of and how it can become a reality. That's with Granite Pros, custom countertops, and more. Find them on Facebook at Granite Pros LLC today. Are you ready for some candid photos? Are you ready for some joyful photos? Are you ready for some vibrant photos? Well, Terri Ann Photography is what you want then. Custom photography specializing in maternity, newborns, families, and high school seniors. You can't be you without being you. Fun, entertaining photo sessions on location with Terri Ann Photography. Call now and book your session today. 314-608-2137. Or you can email at terriannphotography.com. Also, don't forget to check out some of her awesome work on Facebook, Terri Ann Photography.
All right, it's time for some fun facts and trivia. The producer, Jerome Hellman, bought the film rights to the novel as soon as it was published. He must have really wanted to be involved with a film about this novel.
It always amazes me when they buy the rights so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Like they see something there.
Yeah. Or they buy it as the book's being written. Like Jurassic Park or Lost World.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, what was I think it was Christine. They bought it before it was published, and they were already started working on the movie before it was published. And they had like a draft of the book.
Wow.
To do the script on.
From Stephen King.
Directed by John Carpenter.
Mm-hmm.
I know him.
Yeah, that's a movie I've only seen once or twice. Christine.
Same.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just about anything he does where he does the score.
Right.
Yeah.
I dig it.
So Variety called the Mosquito Coast, quote, a modern variation of Swiss Family Robinson.
Didn't I say that when we were watching him? Like, this feels like Swiss Family Robinson.
It's like a darker version.
I think they even reference Swiss Family Robinson in the film.
They do, yeah.
Many critics and audiences have also made that comparison.
Guess I'm one of them too.
I do like it whenever you notice a thing and you're like, wait, this kind of reminds me of, and then the film's like, hey, this is like, I'm confirmed.
Hey, I've seen this one before.
What do you mean you've seen this? It's brand new.
This is the one. Oh gosh, yeah, can't go an episode without Back to the Future. The second and final collaboration with Harrison Ford and Weir, with the first being the film Witness in 1985. Both Ford and Weir ended up missing the 1986 Oscars due to working on the Mosquito Coast, and they had been nominated for 2 Oscars for Witness in the Best Actor and Best Director categories. Witness did end up winning 2 Oscars for Best Film Editing and Best Original Screenplay after being nominated for 8 total. And that is another film I have never seen.
I've only seen parts of it, but I've never sat down and watched it all the way through. While we were doing this, and Witness keep popping up every time you look up anything on Mosquito Coast, maybe I should sit down and finally do that.
I need to check it out sometime.
Guess you need to witness.
Apparently. As the crew was building the town set in Belize, they unearthed a Mayan temple.
Whoops.
Yep. They notified the Belize government, who declared the site an important historical find. Well, I guess so.
It kind of makes me wonder if they had to move the set elsewhere.
Move location.
Here's the perfect site. Nope, sorry.
Yep, this one's out.
You just found priceless history.
Right. A few reasons why Belize was chosen as the main location was that it had all of the necessary landscape features that they were looking for.
Like jungle?
Jungle, river.
Ocean.
Yes. As well as the fact that it was an English-speaking country with a stable economy.
I've actually been there.
You've been to Belize?
Yeah.
What?
Not the main land part of Belize, but like land owned by Belize. It was like a little island. It's like a really nice island too.
Oh, what took you down there?
A cruise.
Ooh, a cruise. A boat?
Yep.
That's what took me down there, was a boat.
Mm-hmm.
Bagels had to be flown in specially for the cast and crew because they were not a common feature of the Belize diet.
You don't say.
Yeah. What a
imagine that
interesting
item.
It feels random.
Right, of all things.
Of all things.
Bagels.
Did somebody specifically request it?
Right, is it like a musical group contract stipulation?
Yeah, because it seems random.
So, been watching a lot of Anthony Bourdain lately, right? And going back to colonialism, you kind of see little bread things pop up in places that you're like, how'd that get there? Oh, the French were there.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the British were there. Oh, and those things like start to make sense. I kind of wonder what Belize's like bread is.
Well, I'm pretty sure Belize was an English colony. So whatever it is, I'm sure it came originally from England.
Yeah.
Crumpets?
I don't think they survived.
That one I don't think made it.
Got to know what a crumpet is to understand cricket.
And boa constrictors were a common sight on the sets while in Belize.
Never would have guessed.
No, yeah.
How unusual.
Didn't see any of those.
Nope. Okay.
Lots of fish.
I did comment to Jamie as we were watching this, as you're seeing the kids playing in the water and stuff. I'm like, I don't know if I would do that.
Well, I even told him as they're going down the river, I'm like, Don't pee in that water. Don't go near that water.
Nope.
And they're dangling their feet in
up.
it. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've watched enough Survivor Man of him in the jungle to know about the loudness of the bugs at night and the bugs crawling all over you. Like, how are these people just like walking around like, oh, no big deal, just walking around in the forest? No.
Or after one of the main events in the movie, they're just sleeping on the ground and they're they don't have bugs on them.
Yeah.
Completely uncovered. And this is called the Mosquito Coast.
Yeah.
And I did not want to see them slapping each other's skin. Did they have bug spray?
I mean, I would say the ants alone should have been all over them.
You're going to be carrying the twins off.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, your twins belong to us now.
Right. So other locations that were considered for filming were Jamaica, Mexico, Hawaii, Costa Rica, and Guatemala.
They couldn't have done Hawaii. That would have stuck out too much. And it probably would have been way more expensive.
Yeah, I would think
I mean, other
so.
than flying the bagels down, but...
Right. 3 Geronimo sets were built in various stages of completion in order to mirror actions in the movie. Now, Harrison Ford, he had a carpentry background. He was a tradesman before he really got serious and hit it big in acting.
Like Jesus.
Yeah. And his carpentry skills were often recruited by the production design team.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, some of us have colored pasts. You used to paint cars. I used to paint cars, work on cars. And now we're here.
Right. Yeah, so not only did I act in the sets, I helped build the sets.
Definitely an all-hands-on-deck kind of production.
Yeah, I'm sure it probably really helped being in Belize.
I was going to say, being out in the jungle, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sweaty and smelly.
I've been cold worse.
So Allie had registered 9 patents in total, with 6 patents pending during this film.
Yeah, that is a nice little piece of tidbit.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of interesting. I mean,
So it shows like he is a smart guy. It's just like some smart guys
can't read the audience.
Sometimes they need... sometimes their smarts take them in some very bizarre directions.
Need some social guidance.
Yeah.
They need a little correcting from time to time.
Yeah, some social correcting.
Yes. They need somebody to say no.
Right.
And unfortunately, someone did tell him no, and he just went to the jungle.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So some things about Harrison Ford's experience and how he looks back on this film. He said in 2025 that he feels that he offered his best work on this film.
That's very interesting to feel that good about a film and then to see it just not really do very well.
I was very shocked. I see why he would say that.
I mean,
he did great.
It was a great performance. Yeah, I'll definitely hand it to him. It was just a character I didn't really like as much.
And that's how you know why he was good.
Right.
Yep. And I have to remind myself sometimes when I'm watching something and a villain character or side character does something real stupid or something you didn't want them to do, and it's like, wait, nope, that's the point. Quiet brain.
If I don't feel anything, then they're not doing their job.
Yep.
Right. Like, it always makes me think of Sons of Anarchy. There's a character in that series, Tig, and he's one of those characters that you will hate him with a passion one episode, and then a couple episodes later you love him to death because he does something to kind of redeem himself, and it's like, okay.
Kind of like Swearingen in Deadwood.
Oh, yes, definitely.
One episode, he is the meanest, cruelest person, and the next episode, you are rooting for him.
Right.
That's something I need to watch. I need to watch Deadwood.
Oh yeah.
So good.
Yeah. Just remember, you're probably going to want to take a shower after every episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's very muddy.
Yeah.
Muddy and dirty.
Very. Ford was quoted in a 1992 Entertainment Weekly interview that, quote, "It's the only film that he has done that did not make its money back. I'm still glad I did it. If there was fault with the film, it was that it did not fully enough embrace the language of the book. It may have properly been a literary rather than a cinematic exercise, but I think it is full of powerful emotions." I'd agree with that.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not all adaptations really work.
Yeah.
And who knows? I mean, maybe if we read the book, we'd have a lesser opinion of the movie, because that's very common.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
All right, it's like what was left out of the book that didn't make it into the film.
Mm-hmm.
Well, spoilers, which I think we looked up. He definitely dies at the end, and they kind of just leave it up for your interpretation, as far as I could tell.
Right.
With the movie, which generally I do like. I do like the discourse that's created because an event at the end of the movie makes one person think one thing and another person think the other thing, like Inception. Just as an example.
Or Sopranos.
As an example. I think that's some of the best storytelling because it makes you feel something.
Makes you use your brain.
Yeah, and
I don't want to think.
You kind of get that water cooler moment, talk with your buddy or somebody you saw it with, and like, well, I think he died. Oh, no, I think he's alive. Oh, they didn't show it. Well...
And then they'll come up with like, well, because of this that happened earlier, this is why it leads me to think this.
Yeah, exactly.
Those... Oh, I didn't think about that. Good moments.
So I think in that... Well, and plus, we'll say with his character arc, or nosedive.
Yeah, It's more of a nosedive.
You almost kind of want to see him die from his dumb choices throughout the entire movie.
You kind of want to see him fail.
Yeah.
And he keeps failing. And you kind of want to see him fail more.
Yeah. And it's like, get it through your head already. Go home.
Right.
And that's the one thing that I find fascinating about like this type of character. He keeps gaslighting himself every time there's a failure. He's like, oh, well, it's not as bad as this. We're on the way up. Oh, it's fine if that happened. And
if I can't find it on the beach, I don't need it.
Yeah, like he keeps trying to like it. There's a difference between being optimistic and just like being blatantly. Nobody knows what I know, therefore, I'm going to tell you that all this is fine and in the plan. No.
Yeah, in fact, he never wants to fail.
No.
Which is the opposite of what everyone should be taught. You should fail fast and you should fail often, so you learn from all those failures.
How you learn.
And if you don't fail, you're not learning enough.
Yep.
And it took me a little while as a person to understand that, but once you kind of get over that hump of like, I fail. Oh, now it's a success. Oh, now I'm good at it. Oh, now I'm the professional. Oh, now I'm the person everyone goes to. That's kind of the difference. Like, he just never allows for that. He just shifts the narrative or moves the goalpost.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of shifting the goalpost. A whole lot. Oh, we don't need their help. We can do it on our own. Well, the guy's telling you you're going to get flooded if you don't. You don't need to know that. And then they get flooded.
I know. Then the next shot is big storm, monsoon.
Yeah.
Well, before Hattie, right?
Yes.
Yeah, before he comes in, he's like, hey, hide this gas and spark plugs. You're going to need them.
They're like wrapped in plastic or something.
We need to go to Mr. Hattie's. We don't need him. Well, now you're flooded, and if he didn't feel sorry for you,
Yep. When both of your sons would prefer you be dead.
Yeah.
I was just so shocked how long Mother... It sounds weird to say her name like that.
I know.
It sounds... Because I'm thinking alien, so just... Yeah.
Well, at least you're not thinking Danzig.
I hear that and think of a cult.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Mother.
He does kind of have like a Jim Jones kind of vibe to him a little bit.
I think Sarah even said that.
She did, yeah. Yep. If you take the other guy and mix him, you would have Jim Jones.
Reverend Smallgood.
Yes.
Well, more to my point that I almost forgot. How did she not get fed up with him quicker?
Because stand by
right.
your man.
No,
it's not Tammy and George.
Yeah, I don't know that, and
I'm always fascinated by that too.
Yeah, it's just, and maybe it's because of the kind of people I've dated or married, who are always like, no, we're not doing that.
Strong personality.
Yes, that would be the appropriate way to put that, Kevin, yes. So I don't get in trouble. But yeah, stronger personality would have helped the situation a little more.
Because I've met a lot of people who are like this, where this is the last straw. This is the last straw. And then next thing you know, they're going right along, right back. And it's tough to watch.
And there's nothing you can do about
it.
Why are you still with them?
Yeah,
well, and look, it's one thing to maybe chase a dream. But if you failed a couple times at that dream and it's starting to become miserable, maybe it's time to hang it up.
To the rest of your family, they're all in danger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not like your kids are all teenagers and young adults. The twins are under 10. Mm-hmm. And the girls. No offense. Yeah. Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the information about River Phoenix here, because he's kind of like third star here, one of the biggest names back then. He almost did not get the role of Charlie due to him being 15 at the time, because according to the book, he was supposed to be 14. Big difference there.
Wow. I'd say negligible, but
yeah. But since no age-appropriate person could be found for the role, Weir was given his audition tape again and cast him anyway because of how good he did during the audition. I was reading that and I'm thinking, wow, yeah, big difference there. A few months between 14 and 15.
I mean, I can tell you in script writing, if you're under 18, you're supposed to give the exact age.
Mm-hmm.
If you're over 18... then it becomes early 20s, late 20s, early 30s, late 30s.
So unless you're 20-something playing a high schooler.
Yeah.
So they're never 19 or 20.
Rarely. Very rarely. It's usually... once you get past 18, then it becomes a range.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then with casting, it could be interesting. But that is weird that it's like... in real life, he's only a year older, but he doesn't necessarily look like he would be.
No, and
he does.
A lot of guys
lean younger.
Yeah, a lot of guys do.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he didn't look 15 in this film.
It's not like some of the guys I went to school with where they had a full beard at 14 or 13 or whatever, and they're like, "Yeah, I gotta go hunting with my dad in the morning."
Mm-hmm.
And as awkward as he was around the one girl, he plays up to 14 very nicely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Especially with the bathroom conversation.
I think about you when I go to the bathroom. And then she mouths it.
Yes. As if you thought you didn't hear it correctly. Nope, that is what she said. Because she mouths it then.
Mm-hmm.
That was the funniest moment of the
confusing movie. For boys and men alike.
Yes.
Phoenix was motivated to be in this film because he recognized some similarities between this story and his childhood from being raised in the, quote, Children of God, end quote, cult from 1972 and 1978, where he and his family were stationed in Venezuela.
That's the little tidbit I was thinking of earlier.
Yeah.
You know, that cult name sounds like the cult in Mandy. I know it's not, but it's similar.
God, what's the Far Cry 5?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of gives me those vibes a little.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not a tropical place, but
similar. Yeah.
Stand By Me was also released in 1986. So we had a busy year.
Wow. It's one of my dad's favorite films.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just had that playing for Josh last week, actually. Such a good film.
Also based on a Stephen King story.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Directed by Rob Reiner.
Mm-hmm.
We've come full circle.
Mm-hmm.
All roads lead back to Rob.
Mm-hmm.
Meathead.
And Phoenix formed a pretty close bond during filming, as Ford personally recommended him for the part of young Indy in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. This was in 1989, so a couple years later.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it's a shame that they weren't. I mean, obviously it wouldn't be possible, but it's a shame they couldn't act together in something.
Later.
Somewhere later, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Ford said that Phoenix looked most like him at a young age compared to other young actors at the time. I can kind of see that.
Mm-hmm.
He had the reputation of being anti-establishment, which led Weir to be taken aback when he saw Phoenix eating Mars candy bars and drinking Coca-Cola while on set.
He's a kid.
I mean, he is a kid after all, yeah.
I don't know.
In a way, it's kind of fitting for the theme of the movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to reject society and move out to the jungle, but I'm going to do it with all this modern equipment.
Right. All these modern treats.
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix and Martha Plimpton started a personal relationship while on this movie, which lasted around 4 years, though they remained friends until he passed in 1993.
Wonder if she thought about him while she was going to the bathroom. Oh, what a line. I'm going to think about that line for a while.
Oh, yeah. It's hard to believe he's been gone 33 years almost.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's crazy. He also worked with Plimpton on Running on Empty in 1988. So, yeah, they were close. And as I mentioned earlier, it was the first time that Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren worked together, with the second being in the Yellowstone prequel series 1923 as Jacob and Cara Dutton. Actually, I want to say that's a good series. I mean,
I keep hearing it.
I mean, so I'm told.
1923 is really good. I enjoyed that. I almost like that one better than... What was the other one? 1883. It was like the first one, and then it was 1883, 1923, then Yellowstone, but there's something else going between.
Are we going to have 1963 next?
Man, I don't know. It's Taylor Sheridan and his the Dutton world. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do at this point.
Or maybe we'll do a future one where it'll be 2063.
Ooh.
Oh.
Dutton's in space.
Yeah.
No, you got to say it like Dutton's in space.
Mirren mentioned in a 1997 BBC radio interview about their time on the film that, quote, "Though Ford was the nicest and sweetest guy you could want to meet, but he can't kiss. He finds it impossible to kiss on screen. He's probably not very good off screen either." End quote.
Ouch.
Right?
Burn.
And she's not the only actress, I think, that has said that.
Ouch.
I mean, I guess some people just are uncomfortable. I mean, some actors and actresses have that in the contracts that they won't kiss. They won't have kissing scenes.
Yeah, there's one in particular, and I can't remember what his name is, but he has it in his contract that he refuses to have any kissing scenes because he feels that is making him unfaithful to his wife.
Right.
Not that they're acting.
Yep, he doesn't care.
I mean, that's his contract, not mine.
Yep. And
it's a stipulation.
That's right.
Yep. And okay.
Yeah. All right. I don't agree, but
some people have other things in their contracts.
Sure.
That is his.
I want 10 chocolate chips and none of them can touch.
Better be a 1/4 inch between all of them.
I need large bread because the bread's too small, and when you fold it, the bread breaks.
Okay, Nigel.
Throwback to Spinal Tap.
Mm-hmm.
Take out all the green M&Ms? The blue ones?
I think it was the brown.
Brown, that's
right. Yeah.
That's how we know you read the contract.
Yep.
Right. That's right, David Lee Roth.
Uh-huh.
And going back to Jason Alexander, even though his role is very small, while he was out shopping in Rome, Georgia during shooting, he ended up in a rough neighborhood and had a gun put to the back of his head from behind. Without realizing that it was a gun, he reached up to grab the robber's hand and arm and pulled forward just as the robber started shooting. He claims that he managed to do this because of many years of martial arts training. Seems odd. Alexander was not hurt, though the robber apparently ended up with a broken arm and a broken finger when the gun was pulled from his hand before he fled the scene.
I've seen some interviews with him where it gets brought up about his martial arts training background, and I had no idea.
That's wild.
Yeah, I mean, there was one if you've seen any of the interviews with Dr. Z, that Dana Gould plays as, where he's the Dr. Zaius, the 8th character.
It's like Dr. Disrespect.
No. And I saw an interview with him there. He was kind of making jokes about it, but he was talking about his martial arts training in there, just totally unrelated to this. The more interviews I've seen where he's talking about it, the more I read this, and I'm like, I can see why he would probably not be the person you'd want to try to rob.
Right.
He doesn't look like
it.
Very
unassuming.
Very unassuming.
I was going to even make the point, isn't he the same guy that did the commercials for the McDLT?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
How did he go martial arts then McDLT?
Right.
I mean, even if you only know him as George Costanza, how is this neurotic individual good at martial arts?
You know, that's what makes the perfect person for that. Is somebody you think, no way and no chance.
Was that wrong? Should I have not done that? God, I love that character. And it's still unbelievable that he is the only one of the 4 Seinfeld main characters to not win an Emmy for his role.
Oh, yeah. Wow. And he's my favorite character.
I know.
By far. Not even close.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And he's basically, I mean, he said it himself. Because he's been asked, how much is Larry David and how much is you in this role? And he said, 80 to 85% is Larry David. He's like, the rest is me. But he said, most of it, he said, I'm just doing a performance of Larry David.
Yeah, he said, I listened to his interview, I think it was with Mark Maron. And this was just within the last week or so I listened to this episode. It's an old episode. He said that his role on Seinfeld kind of went downhill when Larry David left the association.
Yep.
Because the other writers didn't know how to write for Larry David's perspective on George Costanza, because Costanza was based on Larry David.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I could see it.
Mm-hmm. And Alexander's real last name is Greenspan.
Had no idea.
I had no idea either. And he started losing his hair around the age of 16.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
And he apparently beat out Danny DeVito and Nathan Lane for the role of George Costanza. That I didn't know either.
No?
I couldn't see DeVito
No.
or Nathan Lane in this role.
More Nathan Lane than Danny DeVito.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
But he made it so much of his own. It's
Oh, yeah.
hard to see anyone else.
Gosh. It's such a great show.
And when he starts talking in third person, George is upset.
And I also found out that there's the Mosquito Coast series on Apple TV with 17 episodes over 2 seasons in 2021 and through 2023.
Who knew?
Yep. I found that out when we were watching the movie, and I'm looking up something about it, and I'm like, what is this on Apple TV? Oh, there's a series?
Right.
Well, that would have been before we had Apple TV, so
yeah.
Guess something to revisit, maybe.
I would be curious.
I would be curious, yeah.
You know, more often than not, I find more stuff on Apple TV to watch than most of the streaming fares and services.
There is some really good stuff on there.
Yeah.
Shrinking, I would say, is currently one of my favorite series.
That does look pretty good.
With Jason Segel, Harrison Ford. Oh, it's so good.
I saw one scene with, it was the scene with Harrison Ford and Michael J. Fox.
Yes.
That is, when I saw that scene, I'm like, oh, I might have to
And
watch this.
that's in season 3. So,
and it'll be included with your soccer pass.
I know. I know. I have got a list of things to check out.
Yeah.
With that one.
What a good idea. Raise it a couple bucks, throw soccer in. You got everything. Now I have to watch stuff on there because I already have it.
I mean, and really, it's the same price as it was before. They're just doing away with the soccer only option.
Yep.
Well, hot damn.
Like, all right, fine. I'll give you the extra $20, I guess.
Yep.
Then I watch it more than once a week.
Yeah.
And it'll be year round, not just for, well, most of the year.
Yeah.
And I will say one of my favorite characters on Shrinking is Ted McGinley.
That is one of those actors who everything he does is really good.
He is so good.
Excellent.
Because it's like you originally see him in Revenge of the Nerds. Is where I first remember seeing him. And then it's like I didn't really see him until Married with Children. Playing Jefferson Darcy.
Yep. I think that was my introduction.
Yeah. And what's funny is that his character in Shrinking is kind of along the lines of Jefferson Darcy in a way.
Oh.
He's kind of goofy and just aloof. But he's so funny. So funny in that show.
He's also in the third Major League movie.
Yep.
As one of the most pompous
Yep.
and amazing characters. He gets pissed off in the dugout and throws a baseball at the wall and bounces it back in his face.
Sounds about right. Yep.
And then it cuts to him with a swollen jaw with an ice pack. Let's go, guys. Get some more runs.
Sounds like something I would have done as a kid.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel he is a very underrated actor.
Oh, I agree.
I agree. Like how, and I mean, I haven't looked at his IMDb to see what kind of credits he has, but
nope.
I hope he has been working consistently because he deserves it.
I gather it has been fairly consistent, but a lot of stuff I just haven't watched. But anytime I see him, I'm like, oh, it brings a smile because he's always very good.
Yep. Yeah. Wonderful. That's right. He was in Happy Days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was early.
The Love Boat, Dynasty, The West Wing. And imagine that. He was formerly a model.
I get it.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, he's a pretty good-looking guy.
He was a handsome fella.
Yeah. Good stuff. So, we didn't really have a lot of questions about the movie. I think a lot of it was pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, I had a couple.
Yeah.
I mean, first thing I think we thought of was, where the hell did they get the gas for the chainsaw on the boat? Like, where was that all coming from? Who was making that? How'd that get all the way out there? Because it seemed like a day's trip to get out there.
Mm-hmm.
So to bring gas all that way, they better have something good to give them back, I guess. I would think.
I even wonder where the chainsaw came from.
Yeah,
I didn't see it come with them when they showed up.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming they must have had like deliveries at some point.
Some kind of trading.
I guess, I don't know.
The chainsaw, the spark plugs.
Yeah, where did Hattie get the spark plugs?
Spark plugs.
Although I have a feeling some of this is like the details don't matter. It's more about the themes.
Yeah, and I mean, going along with that too, where the hell did they get the gas for the acetylene torch? I mean, that's not just go to the gas station and get gas.
Nope. You can write off about the gas thing fairly easily, but not that.
No.
That's a little harder.
No. And the reason I knew it was an acetylene torch is because I used to use them, one. But two, it when you turn on the one side and it's the one gas versus the oxygen, it like spits out these like little wispy black, wisps of smoke that almost turn into soot immediately. And then as soon as you turn that oxygen on, you start to like dial it in to where you get that cutting blade of fire. And anyhow.
You picked up on that like immediately. Where did that come from?
Lastly, and this could have been a Super Bowl commercial, but how did they get their whites to stay so white? And by whites, I mean their clothes.
They were very bright.
Yeah. Is it a Tide commercial? Is it Bounce? Is it Gain?
It wasn't just the whites. I mean, like, even the colored fabrics were...
Easy.
Fabrics were
this
very
is Belize,
bright.
by the way.
And then they started, like... The patterns started showing up on all the workers... Like headbands.
I kind of loved that.
Yeah, that was kind of fun.
The yellow flowery material.
Hey, we really like that.
Yeah.
And then, like, the two little girls' dresses, like, multiplied, and all of a sudden it's like everyone has that.
This one's got a bandana on, this one's got a shirt on, this one's got shoes on, or socks on.
Yep. And it's not played traditionally for laughs, but it does make you chuckle, because suddenly it's like, wait, now everyone has at least something of it.
Well, and being in the jungle, you want lighter clothes. So that makes sense.
Yeah, you don't want to be wearing dark stuff.
But I don't know how they got them that clean.
No. They were awful clean.
Cleaner than my whites.
Right. To my knowledge, he didn't make washing machines and dryers. He made
kind of
refrigeration.
I was going to say, the first model looked like a washing machine or something.
I like how he compared that machine to, like, Frankenstein's monster.
I have seen some things that kind of alluded to, like, that was, like, one of the themes also, where he's like Dr. Frankenstein, where he's, like, so bent on creating this thing that it kind of takes over and he becomes obsessed with it, and it kind of leads him down that whole path of insanity. And then the difference is the doctor kind of rejects it, whereas he never rejects. He's constantly...
He is sucked in.
Yep, he's going deeper and deeper and deeper. I mean, it does follow the line of his obsession taking over, but it is a nice little moment when that gets mentioned.
Yeah, I had a couple things in my notes as well, like one of the quotes from Allie. "Look around, Charlie. This place is a toilet." Like, okay. I've noticed that the boats looked a lot like the ones used on the Jungle Cruise ride.
They sure do.
And then after the invaders scene and they make their way back to the ocean, Allie starts reminding me of Jack Torrance in The Shining and Clark Griswold in Christmas Vacation. That personality shift.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Allie's starting to lose it like Jack did, and Clark just losing his mind. Took care of the noodle.
House sure does look nice, Clark.
Yep. All right, Brad or Justin, would like to go through your list of some of the things we have there?
Well, we did mention the one at the beginning, how we have that same themes of America sucking 40 years ago. So that, again, I think it's comical that every generation always has the certain people that are like, oh, everything sucks. And it's like, all right.
It used to be better.
Right. Everything used to be better. Everything sucks now. It's like, all right, maybe, things are just changing. I'm not saying they're good or bad. I'm just saying they're changing.
Or it could be like maybe some things are getting worse, but some
other things are getting better.
Just changing.
Oh, right. Or even getting better.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe it's not a blanket thing. Maybe there's nuance.
Yes.
But that's hard to think about.
Right. I was also just puzzled and almost flabbergasted that they just pick up and go to the jungle. Here we go.
Places.
See ya.
Like, why not just Nebraska
or Montana,
Idaho,
Alaska,
extremely rural, but stay in the country.
Yeah.
I mean, if he wanted to make ice for somebody, go to New Mexico or Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go to Texas.
Yeah.
If you want to prove your invention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one thing I couldn't understand either. Like, if you're going to go off grid, why go to Belize and Central America? Just, go out to the woods, out in the mountains, or...
Yeah, if you want to go show everybody you've got the power, then go right. Just go in the middle of nowhere and show people you do have the power to make this. I can make ice out of fire.
Which is a fascinating concept.
This is very.
You'd think you'd do better doing something with that, even if you're in Montana.
Mm-hmm.
Just curious where... I'm assuming there's more thought process in the book. I don't know.
Yeah, it's got to be broken down a little bit more detailed.
I hope so.
And this kind of goes back to some of our questions we had about the movie. Like, they are so freaking far away from everything in their new town that they have. It just amazes me, some of the things that they have, like mosquito nets. I don't know. It's just little bits and bobs here and there. And I'm like, how the hell did they get that? And again, maybe it's not something to fixate on. Maybe it's more about the overarching themes or the underlying themes and not so much about the items. So
it does make you wonder.
In going back to the priest and him kind of bickering back and forth.
Oh boy, yeah.
At one point he says, Exodus 5, now get off my land. So I'm like, all right, well, what's in Exodus 5? And it turns out those who belong to God should be free, not bound. And I thought that was pretty funny because I kind of feel that way sometimes. That people feel a little more bound by, well, it has to be this way. And I'm saying this as a boy who grew up very Christian, so just throwing that out there. It's not magic. It's science. I love it. Love it.
One of the great quotes from the past.
Yeah, which we looked up and now I forgot. It wasn't
was it Arthur C. Clarke?
Yes, because it wasn't Carl Sagan, which I thought it was.
I did too. Basically, like, all science is considered magic until it's figured out or something like that.
Yeah, it's imperceivable to be magic versus science.
Oh yeah, they can't tell the difference between it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, if we brought a car back 300 years ago, That'd be pretty wild.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Oh. So during the events of some characters meeting up in the camp and having some guns, he starts kind of talking about ants. Ants are everywhere. We got to get rid of everything. Well, after he blows up the frickin' town, I think he got the ants. Even though they weren't there to begin with.
Not entirely on purpose, though.
No, it just kind of happened that way.
Which also plays into his whole, unintended consequences. I'm going to do this thing. Oh, God, I wasn't expecting this to happen. Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, this isn't... we can't live here anymore.
We can't live here anymore.
But this is fine. We'll move. Definitely should have listened to Hattie about the rainy season, because boy, oh, howdy, did they about get fucked. And then before we kind of read up about, Allie's passing, kind of a fate worse than death, as him just being paralyzed and not being able to do anything now moving forward. And in some ways, I almost like that better than him dying, because it's like, now you can't do anything. Whatever knowledge you have, now you have to tell everyone else. How's that going to work?
Yeah. He thought he was bad before. Now he's really going to be insufferable.
Yeah.
The one thing that I can... Because we were both like, oh, I hope he dies.
Right.
I hope he dies. And we're totally expecting at some point him to die. And then, the family has to, okay, how are we going to get out of this mess? And then we'd follow them for a little bit. And I was totally expecting something like, what was that, Triangle of Sadness, where they get shipwrecked, and then it turns out there's a resort on the other side of the mountain.
And it's been there the whole time.
And the one character knew it was there and just didn't tell the rest. I was kind of expecting something along those lines.
Yeah.
Even though that would have been darkly humorous or
way ahead of its time.
But, I guess that wouldn't have fit, but I was totally expecting... something where they would have to carry on without him, and then things worked out perfectly for them.
And the son, Phoenix's narration, he's narrating, so he makes it.
You're right.
But you're like, oh, but does everybody?
I say everyone else.
You're right.
Yeah.
So I had the feeling that Allie was going to die, and then the family would just be like, well, that's that. Bury him here or bring him back home or something, and then just go back home and they go back to living the way they were, and nothing changed. It was just silly random events mixed with too much passion, and now they're just back to where they started.
Yep, that's a weird chapter in our life. Let's go back to normal.
Right.
Let's go back to the way we didn't like it.
Yeah, and we come to realize that what we didn't like wasn't so bad after all.
Yeah.
It's like working. Nobody likes working most of the time.
No.
But when you're out of work for a while, you're like, you know what? This is fine. At least I have a job.
Yep.
I can appreciate that.
At least there's some steady income.
Yes.
Yeah, we've already dabbled on quite a few of my notes, but there are a couple of things that I thought interesting. One of them is, this does remind me a bit of the movie Fitzcarraldo, which I'm sure everybody has seen. I was introduced to it because Glenn Hansard, who most people know from the movie Once, he's also part of the Swell season, the band The Frames. As The Frames, they wrote a song called Fitzcarraldo, and it was about the movie Fitzcarraldo. And the whole movie, it was a few years before this one. It's a guy trying to take a large boat through the jungle. That's basically the movie. And it's just this ridiculous, overambitious... I mean, the story idea is overly ambitious. But Werner Herzog directed it, and they made a full-size boat to go over the mountain through the jungles. So yeah, they were legit doing the thing that was in the movie.
Huh.
And it was this huge disaster, but it was like this man's passion of trying to overcome the jungle for his own egomaniacal reasons.
Perverse pleasures.
Yeah. And like there's something similar about like man trying to conquer the jungle and the jungle fighting back, essentially.
Nature always wins.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
It's got a good record.
Yeah, yes.
It'll be here long after we're gone.
Yes. And there's a really fascinating documentary about the making of called Burden of Dreams, which oddly is a Criterion, but Fitzcarraldo is not. Don't understand how that happens. But speaking of Criterions, like we mentioned, I don't understand why this isn't one.
It does seem like it would fit. Yeah.
Just because there's a lot of layers, there's a lot of themes. It's not necessarily a big hit.
Yeah.
It's well acted, well directed. I don't understand. But it's not for me to understand.
Correct.
Can I just say I'm a huge fan of whenever there's somebody who's like, I know more than everyone else, is constantly proven wrong.
Yes.
That he really doesn't. I do love that.
All right. It just keeps backfiring right in his face.
Uh-huh. And that's what makes it like almost like a great tragedy, because he's not a dumb person. He's very smart.
Mm-hmm.
He just thinks he knows more than he really does sometimes. It's like he's good with like the mechanical, creative, scientific stuff, but he's not good outside of that. And it's nice to see him fail over and over and over. It's just a shame that he takes his family down with him every time.
Pretty much.
The other thing that the whole time I'm watching this, his character reminds me a lot, and I forget his name. They've been trying to make a movie on this for early 80s at least, and they just never do. Supposedly there's a version in the works again. We'll see if it comes out. The book Roadwork, which is Stephen King writing as Richard Bachman. That was his pseudonym. They wrote a few things under. The Long Walk.
Oh, yeah.
Was a Bachman book. And Roadwork is a very angry guy. He's a very conservative, angry guy who doesn't like change, doesn't like things progressing, and they are going to... He works at like a tile place. It's a factory type thing.
Oh, yeah.
And he has issues there, and then they're going to tear down like his home for a highway. And he decides to fight back.
Kind of like Up.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah. And he's going to get even with them. And it's just that whole theme of like, I hate change, I hate progressing, they're after me. It's the same type of character. The difference is the guy in Roadwork isn't nearly as smart. But I'm always fascinated by those type of character studies. Where there is a fine line sometimes between progressing for the sake of progressing versus actual progressing. And sometimes some people can't quite see the difference and they kind of react very poorly. In Roadwork, he becomes very violent.
Ooh.
In Mosquito Coast, he just moves to the jungle.
Doesn't just turn it up to 11. He starts using ABCs.
Right. Right. Yes. But yeah, Roadwork isn't most people's favorite Bachman book. I love it. I can't understand why they haven't done a movie. So if it eventually ever comes out, I'll be there to see it. I'm excited.
Does sound interesting.
They did a great job at The Long Walk.
I still have to see that.
Which for a long time, I mean, that was another one that they were trying to work on for decades. Just never happened. And some people thought like, oh, there's no way you could film this. Yeah. Well, they did, and I loved it.
I never liked the argument of, oh, I'll never, you can never film this. You can never, I don't like that argument. I think everything can be. I think with the right, script, of course, and the right people behind it.
If you got the right people,
those are the important things. Not saying
it'll be easy.
Correct.
But it's doable.
Yes.
Because there have been so many times, time and time again, this is unfilmable. There's no Cloud Atlas.
Right.
Was unfilmable. And they found, mixed feelings on that. I love it. But
Dune
was considered unfilmable.
Mm-hmm. And now we've got two really good ones.
And then the 80s one.
Oh, yes.
Which
we still have to see. Well, I have to see.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
And for a long time, it was the only one.
Uh-huh.
Well, then there's also the Sci-Fi Channel miniseries.
Oh.
Which I actually think is great. I really like it.
Is that like the Shining mini series TV thing?
Quality-wise, CG-wise, yes. But like actual like story-wise, it's actually pretty good. It's also like 6 hours long, so it can breathe for like a 700-page small type book,
and not try to be condensed into a 1.5 to 2.5 hour movie.
Right.
Yes. Yep.
Sorry, we got to pull all this stuff out to keep things moving.
Yeah, because whenever you write those things, they got to follow a very strict pattern of your 3-act structure, and then you got to have the little beats in between, and you got to do all the things, and books don't follow that.
I kind of wish there were certain books and more media that did more miniseries.
That was the 90s boom.
Yeah.
For better or worse.
Yeah.
The good thing is you could have, several episodes. You could actually tell that story. The problem was you're making it for TV, so you had to clean it up a little too much.
Unless you talk to the right people like HBO.
Yeah, and most of them are like on TNT, TBS, which is unfortunate. That being said, I do kind of prefer the 90s version of The Stand to the, I guess, a Hulu that put out the new one.
Another one I have to see.
Was that Hulu?
One of them.
It was one of them.
Yeah.
There's so many streaming services, it's tough to keep up with them all.
Well, maybe...
until they all consolidate and merge together. Inevitably.
And we'll just be back where we started. Mm-hmm. Right. I'm seeing a theme.
Oh no, we're starting to turn into Allie.
Pretty much. But no, it was a pleasant surprise film.
Oh,
it was better than I expected.
Yeah.
I agree.
I had no idea. I didn't even read the description.
Nope.
I walked out of it like, oh my God, that was great.
Mm-hmm.
I can see why Harrison Ford thinks so highly of it.
Mm-hmm. And it shows in his performance.
Mm-hmm.
Very convincing.
Oh, yes.
Yep, because you want to reach through the screen and grab him by the neck and be like, go home, old man.
Mm-hmm.
Take them home.
And his little diatribe at the beginning when they're driving, just complaining about the state, it very much gave me like Taxi Driver vibes. And I'm like, boy, this feels like something Paul Schrader would have written. And then I looked it up and went, oh, well, that's why. Okay.
Because he did.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote the screenplay. Yeah. Well, it was a nice, pleasant surprise. I'm glad that you brought it up.
Me too.
Yeah.
Finally saw it.
Yeah.
Not a happy flick.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting flick.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah. It does kind of make me want to check out the series.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit. See how it compares. Does it expand on things? And what is the premise of it?
That's my one fear is if the series will drag too much.
Right.
Even though it's only like, 17 episodes. Something tells me I just have a bad feeling. But I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that does it for this episode of the Back to the Past podcast. As always, you can find everything about us at backtothepastpodcast.com. How to get involved, provide feedback, suggest episode topics, find our sponsor list and link to their websites if you would be interested in their services and products. As always, thank you to Stark Roofing and AllStar Fence STL for being our title and studio sponsors. Check out some of the other shows on the Lion's Den Podcast Network. Fun stuff. All right. Any final words, fellas?
Nope. I would just recommend check out a little known flick.
Mm-hmm.
Get adventurous.
Yep, if you can find it.
If you can find it. It isn't the easiest one.
Mm-hmm. Where did you guys find it?
Our secret Plex server.
There you go.
I was just going to have to rent it.
Yeah.
So we sat down and watched it together.
I was over and like, oh, let's check out the Plex.
Yep. Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes that's what you got to do if it's not a widely available film.
Those happen.
Oh, more often than one
unfortunately.
Would think. Yeah.
Things come and things go.
And you think some of the lesser obscure ones would show up on like the free ones?
Right.
Yeah, the Tubies, the Plutos, things like that.
It's always a licensing thing.
Oh, yeah.
Free with ads.
Yep.
Back in my day.
Right. All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening. And again, that does it for this episode. We look forward to talking to you again when we get back from the past.
Goodbye, America, and have a nice day.
The Lion's Den Podcast Network, powered by Stark Roofing. With over 45 years of experience in the roofing and exteriors industry, Stark Roofing is a local, family-owned and operated company that provides excellent customer service and workmanship. Let's Start Roofing. Bring your home back to life. You can give them a call at 636-671-0045 and tell them Spanky sent you. Stark Roofing, proud title sponsor of the Lion's Den Podcast Network and this amazing podcast presentation.